I met Johnny Knoxville and the creators of Jackass wearing a vintage tee of Knoxville himself, and even got to shoot a scene for Jackass's social media doing it. This is the story of a 2002 Johnny Knoxville tee and the power of vintage t-shirts to connect people. It started with the opportunity to exhibit and sell vintage clothes at the largest clothing event in the world at ComplexCon. ComplexCon as an event is so fascinating because you see so many pop culture icons, entertainers, celebrities constantly popping around and doing cool things. So my good buddy Aldo keyed me in that the Jackass guys were there. I immediately thought, I have a vintage Johnny Knoxville tee with me. I am bringing this and meeting the guys with my own film crew right now. I walked over to the Jackass brand booth and it was absolute mayhem trying to meet and take a picture with Johnny Knoxville. But almost immediately their social media person found me and wanted to interview me about my vintage Knoxville tee. Just immediately showing how quick a vintage tee can connect people and lead to opportunities. Jackass social media team interviewed me about my favorite member, my favorite stunt, which I said was the Steve-O poop cannon. But right after that, one of the lovely producers of Jackass took me and my crew out of the crowd and handpicked us to go meet Tremaine and Knoxville himself. I got to shake Knoxville's hand and his immediate reaction to the tee was just to go, damn, that's old, I look good. I really had no idea what to say. I was like, yeah, twin. Right here, Tremaine was looking at the back of the tee because he used to hate that they would put MTV before the Jackass on the t-shirts. He was checking out to make sure if it was still there, and sure enough it was. To me, this meant so much. It was so instrumental because these are two guys right here that made their absolute living doing silly stuff in front of a camera long before a YouTube era. And it kind of feels like nostalgia inception wearing a vintage tee of someone who's alive and meeting him himself there. But it quickly showed me how bold and being there when you need to be can actually lead to some of the craziest moments when you're collecting and selling vintage tees. It's inherently interesting. People want to know that there's big value in the things of themselves from the past. This was a moment that gave me so much confidence that there's so many more vintage tee stories to tell, especially with the people themselves on the tees. Thank you to the whole Jackass crew for being so sweet. Follow for more full circle vintage tee moments.